Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Gayville-Volin Raiders live here on YouTube. I'm Gayville-Volin, the host for tonight, as the receiving votes Gayville-Volin Raiders 15-4 look to take on the visiting Irene-Wakonda Eagles with a record of 4-11. We're a few moments away from tip-off, wrong sport, from the first serve. We're going to take a quick break and be back to break things down and get ready for tonight's matchup, including starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll be back in a moment on the Gayville.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient. Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
As both teams get ready to line up and get underway here in the Gayville-Volin gym, we should see a usual lineup for the Raiders as they look to close out a quite dominant season so far, as they look to cap things off and things on the right note before the postseason. We'll take a quick break and moment for the national anthem, and we'll be back with the starting lineups. And back and ready for this matchup. It looks like the records on the graphic were forgotten about. So I will start by saying the receiving votes, Gayville-Volin Raiders come into this game with a record of 15-4. What started as an undefeated season turned into a few losses 2 weeks ago, I believe. Don't quote me on the date, to Coleman Egan, and then a few more to Coleman Egan again and St. Thomas More in a tournament setting. As of late, they have been rolling back to undefeated form with wins over a really good Burke team, 2-1, 2-0 against Avon, 2-0 against Corsia Stickney, and 2-0 against this Irene-Wakonda team. These four matchups happened last Saturday at the Great Plains Conference Tournament on Saturday, like I said. And the Raiders have just been playing really good volleyball. Last time I watched this team play was when they took on Vermilion last Monday, and they beat Vermilion in 3 straight sets. We'll see if they can continue their dominant form as we get into the rosters. Starting for the Raiders is number 1, a junior right side hitter, Jolie Westrom. Number 7, a junior outside hitter, Maya Aiken. Number 8, a middle hitter, senior Haley Adams. Number 16, an outside hitter, sophomore Paisley Dimmer. Number 19, a senior middle hitter, Caden Bai. And lastly, the libero, number 21, senior Taylor Hoxing. Now looking at this Irene-Wakonda team, they come into the match, with a record of 4-11. Not quite the season that they want, but still a last chance effort to put things together and get ready for the region tournament, because that's where all matters. But all teams come into the tournament well seeded according to the record, 0-0, and tournaments, postseason settings is where the magic happens. The starting lineups for the Irene-Wakonda Eagles will be number 5, a senior outside hitter, Addison Brockmuller. Number 6, a freshman setter, Reagan Rudd. Number 7, a sophomore outside hitter, Marin Langstad. Number 10, a senior middle hitter, Paige O'Daniel. Number 12, a senior right side hitter, Natalie Girard. Number 13, a freshman middle hitter and right side hitter, Bella Healy. And lastly, number 20, Emily Oyen, a freshman and the libero. Both teams are set on the court. Oyen checks in for number 10, Paige O'Daniel, and Hoxing will replace Caden Bai. Both teams are set for tonight's matchup, and Paisley Dimmer will start us off with the first serve. 0-0 on the clock as we get ready to roll. Let's see what the Raiders can do. First point will go to the Irene-Wakonda Eagles. And not really the place we've seen, only a 1-point lead for the Eagles, but we don't really see the Raiders losing in too many sets. That one blocked to the net by Haley Adams. The Raiders can't scramble and get it across. Now 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. You have to think this matchup is going to be a little closer than it was on Saturday, as both of those sets were 25-18 and 25-19. Now Maya Aiken, her first hit of the match, will be blocked to the net and dug out by Oyen. Light touch, that's number 13, Bella Healy, to pick up the Eagles' third point. Raiders now find themselves in a hole to begin set 1, as Reagan Rudd serves for the Eagles. Jolie Westrom picks up a kill, her first, and the first point for the Raiders. Haley Adams will now check out. Caden Bai back on. Taylor Hoxing will be back to serve for the Raiders. That one off her hand, a little goofy. Couldn't quite get a Raider bounce off the net. Eagles get it back. Raiders have had a long week before the tournament on Saturday to regroup and work on their game as things pick back up to close the regular season. Jolie Westrom will serve for the Raiders. And a little miscommunication should be the first ace of tonight's matchup. Westrom will try again. 3-4 is the score early here in the first set. And the Raiders tie things back up. That one finds the far or near side corner as you are watching it on the screen. Marin Lingstad, her first kill of the night. Number 13, Bella Healy, will be back to serve. Aiken can't get it over the net. Raiders will get another chance. Caden by, light touch from the middle. No good. Both teams continue to scramble. Lingstad try to hit it. Back off the net and out of bounds. It will be a point for the Raiders as we stay tied at 5 this time. My Aiken back to serve for the Raiders. Demmer. What a shot. To poke it back over the net. A mistimed dig will give the Raiders their first lead of the night. Langstad can't get that one to go from the middle. Light touch, Dimmer, as she crossed the net. They still get the point. I missed what happened, and what the ruling is shows my expertise on volleyball. Aiken will serve once again. Raiders this time up by 2. Langstad try to put a little finesse and a light touch on the ball. Can't get it to go over the net, as Raiders had 2 girls there to block regardless. Demmer this time. Nice bounce off the net. Gets down. Raiders are on a 4-point run, and that's what makes this team so dangerous. Their ability to go on runs. Normally you say basketball is the game of runs, but volleyball is the same way. That one too far. Raiders now up by 5. Too much from Paige O'Daniel. And this streak will continue to roll. Tanya Rudd will take her first timeout of the first set from the Irene-Wakonda Eagles. We'll take a quick break as well and be back in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
And back just in time. Raiders lead by 6. Aiken still serving. We were tied at 5, and I think I just jinxed them, as a little miss hit from Aiken will give the Eagles the point back. Now substitution for the Eagles. Number 3, Riley Nielsen, will check in as she's back to serve. No, excuse me, that's number 9, Ava George. That's in to serve, and blocked by the net by O'Daniel. Eagles get 2 back. Ava George is in. I believe that's Paige O'Daniel that checked out. Paisley Dimmer, outside hitter spot. A spot we see her quite often. Other than Aiken. Can't get that one to go. Raiders forced to give it up. Irene with the chance. Violation will be on the Eagles. Number 7, Marin Lingstad, called for the violation. Stops the run. Raiders get the serve back. Caden By will be back to serve. Taylor Hoxing checks out. Haley Adams in on the front row. Caden By across. not the spot Dimmer wanted it. Forced to put it over, and that one from Lingstad. Too far. They say it was tipped. Judges won't buy it. Raiders will keep the point. 13-8 here in the first set. We were tied at 5 before the Raiders took the 7-point run. Taylor Hoxing back in. Caden Bai will take a seat. Another substitution for the Eagles as Kendra Beck will check out, and Kaylee Webbin now in the game. Her first action of the night. Hard hit ball from Paige O'Daniel. Won't get down. Big dig from Taylor Hoxing. Keep things alive now. Paisley Dimmer from the middle won't go. Light touch blocked by Haley Adams. Eagles forced to scramble. Through the block, dug by Aiken. Dimmer. And finally, that ball is sent out. Number 5, Addison Brockmuller. Couldn't keep that one in. Long volley. Hard-earned point for the Raiders. Kaylee Webbin back to serve once again and will pick up an ace. Caden by the usual setter for this Raiders team as Kaylee Webbin replaces her. She is the backup setter for the Raiders. So a fitting replacement. We'll have to see what the youth can do for this Raiders team as they plug them in early. Dimmer from the outside won't go. Dug by Oyen. O'Daniel from the middle. It gets down through the block. Score will stand 16-10 here in the first set as O'Daniel will be back to serve as well for the Eagles. Beck is back in the game for Webbin. Back serve to Jolie Westrom. Can't get that ball to fall. Through the block. Big save by Beck. As that one can't stay in. Diving save from Beck. Would have loved to see that one stay in to add to the highlight reel. Raiders can't scramble. Get that ball across. Eagles now closing the gap. Off the net, good bounce for the Raiders. Eagles will get another chance to set something up, and that one blocked by Jolie Westrom or Haley Adams. It happened all too fast. I couldn't quite see who gets the credit, but regardless, credit goes to the Raiders for the point. Paisley Dimmer now back to serve. Her team up. Toss up under the net from the Raiders will be called a carry, I believe, on Maya Aiken as both teams trade points. Lead will stay 4. as Reagan Rudd will be the one to serve for the Eagles. Off the face of Marin Lingstad, will stay fair. Haley Adams from the middle, miss hit as she mistimed her jump. Eagles aren't giving up yet. It is only the first set. Quick touch from Aiken. Now Brockmuller won't go. Dug by Dimmer. Hard hit ball from Aiken, just a little too much. So that one floats across the line. It's now a 2-point game. Raiders led by 6 earlier in the set. Quick touch from Beck. Block to the net. Doesn't matter. Raiders still pick up the point. Riley Nielsen had a big block on Aiken. Exactly what the Eagles needed. They just can't come away with the point as the Raiders set another play up. Served by Hoxing off the top of the net. And both teams will just trade points. Assen Brockmuller. Now for the Eagles, back set to Jolie Westrom, and a screaming ball cross court will get down for the Raiders from Jolie Westrom. Hoxing can't quite dig that one out. So number 13, Bella Healy, will give it a shot as she looks to serve for Irene-Wakonda. Caden by from the middle, blocked at the net by Marin Lingstad. Now Aiken will give it a try. Jumps as if she's gonna hit it hard. Light touch, still won't go as the Eagles scramble. Raiders force a scramble, and Jolie Westrom can't keep that one in. It's now a 1-point game. Timeout by head coach Allison Jones as the Raiders look to regroup. 19-18 is the score here in the first set. We'll be back in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
And hopefully a productive timeout from Allison Jones and the Gayville-Volin Raiders as they have led by 6+ here in the first set. It is now a 1-score game, 19-18. Eagles look to keep the momentum as they tie things up at 19. Paige O'Daniel with the kill. She has 2 on the night, tied with Marin Lingstad for the Eagles. Caden by through the block. It won't get down. Now Lingstad. Big dig from Paisley Dimmer. Aiken needs a point. Can't get it. And by tried to find a gap on the near side. Can't quite get it. And Irene-Wakonda, first team to 20. They need 5 to close the first set out. That serve won't go. Now the Raiders are within 5 here in the first set. Aiken will serve for the Raiders. Hard hit ball dug by Jolie Westrom, and now a violation on number 3. Riley Nielsen. Raiders keep the lead after a little back and forth. Paige O'Daniel through the block. It does get down. Takes a little funky hop off of Caden Bye's hand. Not ideal for the Raiders. You know, you ask them to soften the blow or even keep it back over the net, and sometimes it backfires on you as violation on the Eagles once again. This time, number 7, Mirren Lingstad. Haley Adams will check out. Eliza Westrom now into the game. I believe that this is her first action of the night. Someone we are used to seeing start for the Raiders. Now comes in late in the first. Blocked the net by Eliza Westrom. It doesn't get back over like I thought initially. We'll stay tied at 22. Taylor Hoxing back on for Caden Bye, as Hoxing will now start in the back row. Marin Lingstad with the serve. Raiders get a chance to set something up. Eliza Westrom from the middle, blocked at the net. Raiders forced to give it up. They can't set a second play up. Paige O'Daniel too much from the middle. Raiders will walk away with the point. They need 2. But the Eagles can still force extra points. They're within range. Kaylee Webbin into the game to serve. Will replace Kendra Beck. Tie up at the net. Raiders win. Eagles send it right back. Now they set something up. Paige O'Daniel. Big dig from Maya Aiken. Laying out for it. Raiders scramble. Block to the net. Liza Westrom, she'll hit it herself. Can't get anything to go. Both teams on the scramble. And that one's too much from the Eagles. The Eagles want a tip call. They can't get it. And the Raiders are within 1. Timeout called by Tanya Rudd. Her last here in the first set. We'll take one as well and be back in a moment to wrap up the first set here on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hi, this is Mike from Murph's Appliance of Vermilion. We are your one-stop for quality brand name appliances and expert advice and service. We are committed to giving you the best selection and service at the lowest possible price. Experience Big City Selection on Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and KitchenAid appliances with all our personal small-town service. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturday, 10 to 1. You can also check out our inventory and shop online at murphsappliance.com. Our call is at 605-624-7491. That's Murph's Appliance, historic downtown Vermilion.
Kaylee Webbin back to serve, hoping to put her team up here in the first set. 24-22 is the score. Jolie Westrom from the back serve can't get it to fall. Raiders on the verge of claiming the first set, and a little miscommunication as the Eagles pick up the point and are 1 away from forcing extra points here in the first set. Substitution for the Eagles, Emily Oyen will take a seat as Bella Healy checks into the game in the front row. Raiders need the point to walk away with the first set victory. Eagles need this point to force extras. Jolie Westrom off the block, it gets down. So nail-biting finish to the first set. You expected this one to be close after these teams played on Saturday and turn around and play again for the second time. But the Raiders walk away with the first set victory. We'll take a quick break and be back for the second set here in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Heading out out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient. Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
And back for the beginning of the second set as substitutions take place. Caden Bai onto the bench as Taylor Hoxing takes her spot as the libero. Paige O'Daniel will take a seat as well, and Emily Oyen will check on to the back row. Quick change as Eliza Westrom will start here in the second set, and Haley Adams will start in the seats for the Raiders. Reagan Rudd will get the first serve here in the second set as the Raiders pick up the first point. Looking back on the first set, Jolie Westrom had 4 kills for the Raiders, followed by 3 from Paisley Dimmer. Paige O'Daniel also had 4 kills for the Eagles, with Marin Lingstad having 2. First set ends with a 2-point deficit. See if this one can be any closer, as the Raiders will keep a 1-point lead. And now a substitution. Eliza Westrom will check out. Caden Bai in on the front row. Taylor Hoxing will be back to serve, as she almost picked up an ace. Can't get it to go. Raiders forced to give it up. Eagles, chance to set something up. Aiken blocked at the net. Langstad too low. Can't get the kill. Raiders pick up the point. Jolie Westrom averaging 2.1 kills per set. Comes up with 4 in the first set, well above her average. We'll see if she can keep it up in tonight's matchup. Dimmer has 3. Like I mentioned, she's just under 3% on her averages. And a name we haven't quite said, or I haven't said as much as I normally do, is Maya Aiken. She averages just shy of 4 kills per set. I don't know if she even had 1, as the Eagles have been very good at limiting her with blocks at the net. Raiders are up by 5. They shouldn't need a big contribution from Aiken with how well Jolie Westrom has been playing. Langstad, blocked to the net, dug by Aiken. Back serve to Jolie Westrom, doesn't get down. It looked like it did on the far side. Happened all too fast. Bella Healy will be back to serve for the Eagles. as it looked like Beck and Bai were on a few different pages. Bai thought she was farther. Beck thought Bai was further back than she actually was. Big block from the Eagles will force Raiders to scramble. Hard hit ball from McDaniel. Touched by the Raiders as they now set something up to Aiken. It gets down. And Aiken is now on the board with a kill. Jolie Westrom will be back to serve. She has an ace in tonight's matchup. Kinnenby blocked at the net. Oh, Daniel through the block. And Aiken crossed the line. That set was a little too close to the net as Aiken had a scramble for it. Eagles get the point. And number 9. Ava George back to serve. Block letters for the Eagles. Tough to read the number, and heads up play from Maya Aiken to keep the lead of 3 for the Raiders. Raiders are wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as the Eagles are in their black uniforms. Libero Emily Oyen is wearing pink as well. Now Caden Bai from the middle. It gets down after a bounce off the net. Bounce off the net, gave it just enough bounce to get over the Eagle defender and into the open gap. Paisley Dimmer, light touch. Good read from Reagan Rudd, as Dimmer can't get the timing right on that one, as that one falls into the net. Marin Lingstad will serve for the Eagles. Now a violation, a carry. Raiders pick up the point. Caden Bai will serve. Eliza Westrom in the front row for Taylor Hoxing, who will likely check back into the game on the next rotation. Back serve to Eliza Westrom. Won't go. Eagles now set something up. Too much from Paisley Dimmer. Dimmer, second time, this time into the net. Dimmer, 3 kills in the first set. Can't seem to find success here in the second. Eliza Western from the middle. Won't go. Eagles forced to give it up. Now Dimmer, this time, it finds success here on this volley, as she picks up her 4th kill. Kendra Beck will check out for Kaylee Webbin. Into the net, as both Beck and Webbin will replace each other once more. (10-8) is the score here midway through the second set. Reagan Rudd back to serve for the Eagles. almost dots the near corner up, but Jolie Westrom can't quite keep it in as it's out here on the near side just behind the scoreboard on the screen. 10-9 is the score. Eliza Westrom gets a bounce off the net. Big dig from Emily Oyen. Eagles are forced to scramble. Now back serve to Jolie Westrom. Another saving dig from Oyen. Eliza Westrom, hard hit ball. That one gets down. Paisley Dimmer leads the team in aces with 53 on the year and a big block at the net from Maya Aiken. Both Eliza and Jolie Westrom lead the team in blocks. Eliza with 21, Jolie with 20. Tack one on for Aiken. She leads Raiders to another point. 12-9 is the score. Jolie Westrom back served to pick up the kill. Eagles forced to give it up. Bella Healy wasn't ready for the set to be that far back. Mistimes the hit. Raiders find themselves on a run as Paisley Dimmer continues to serve. Big dig from Taylor Hoxing to keep it alive. Raiders now with a chance, light touch. Big block from Bella Healy. As Aiken almost picked up a clean point. And I didn't quite see what the call was, if that one got down or not. Line judge didn't really make a call. Looks like she didn't have a clear shot. A player might have been in the way. The Eagles get it as they reach double digits. Eliza Westrom a little too much. Eagles look to keep this one close once again. Addison Brockmuller is the one serving for the Eagles. Another back serve blocked at the net by Marin Lingstad. Two-point game as Irene-Wakonda has clawed their way back into the second set like they did in the first. And another kill, this time, number 3, Riley Nielsen. With the hard hit ball. Jolie Westrom gets one back. As the lead will stay 2. Eliza Westrom checks out. Kaden Bai into the game in the front row. Taylor Hoxing back to serve. Tie up at the net. The Raiders win it. Now a violation on Marin Lingstad. Set to my Aiken just a little too much. So that sails out the back. Couldn't quite clip the line. Bella Healy will serve for the Eagles. Jolie Westrom gets a chance. Off the block, will go out of bounds. Last touch by Marin Lingstad. Jolie Westrom will now serve into the net. Both teams trade points. Substitution as number 3, Riley Nielsen, will check out, and number 9, Ava George, into the game. She will also serve. Big play from the Eagles there, and now a timeout was called by head coach Allison Jones. Another chance to regroup for the Raiders. We'll take a quick break as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
Paige O'Daniel picks up her 5th kill to force Allison Jones and the Raiders into a timeout. Raiders lead by 1, 17-16. They did claim the first set, so they lead in sets as well, 1-0. But the Eagles are knocking on the door of stealing at least one. Number 9, Ava George, the 8th grader, back to serve for the Eagles, as they look to tie this one up and potentially take the lead. Maya Aiken, bounce off the net, won't go. Hard hit ball from Caden Bai, as she will pick up a kill. Forces a bad dig, and now an ace from Maya Aiken. (19-16) is the score here in the second set. Raiders still in control. That one too much from Caden Bai. Lead is 2. Marin Lingstad back to serve, and that one heads out on the far side. Taylor Hoxing checks out. Eliza Westrom back on. Caden Bai will be back to serve. She'll likely be subbed out on the next rotation. Favor of Taylor Hoxing. Gets a nice little bounce off the net. Blocked at the net. That's Eliza Westrom. And now a timeout from Tanya Rudd, as the Raiders are on a big run. We'll take a quick break as well and be back in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube. Raiders back on the court and ready to go as they lead by 5, 21-17. They need 4 to steal the second set. I shouldn't say steal, but take the second set, as they are heavy favorites in this one. Irene-Wakonda has gave them a fair shot in tonight's matchup. A lot tighter of a battle than many thought. And now I believe that's a carry call on the Eagles. Paige O'Daniel blocked to the net, and the Eagles scrambled to get it back over. Called on the violation as both teams called or trade points. Raiders at 22. They only need 3. Paige O'Daniel will be back to serve for the Eagles. Her team needing a big run. Too much on that one. Raiders need 2. Substitution for the Raiders as Kendra Beck checks out. Kaylee Webbin in. A little low on that serve from Webbin. Now substitution for the Eagles as Riley Nielsen checks in. Ava George take a seat. Kendra Beck back in the game. Kaylee Webbin takes a seat after the serve. Reagan Rudd will serve for the Eagles. Jolie Westrom in the outside hitter spot will pick up another kill. I believe she has 7 on the night. We'll double check after this second set. Raiders need 1 more. Paisley Dimmer back to serve. Leads the team in aces with over 50 on the year. Heads up play, but an even bigger dig from Taylor Hoxing. Rockmuller gets the Raiders to scramble as they're forced to send it over. They get another chance to set something up, and a miss hit from Brockmuller will win the Raiders a set 2, 25-19. We'll take a quick break as the Raiders are up 2-0 and be back for the start of the third set here in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hi, this is Mike from Murph's Appliance of Vermilion. We are your one-stop for quality brand name appliances and expert advice and service. We are committed to giving you the best selection and service at the lowest possible price. Experience Big City selection on Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and KitchenAid appliances with all our personal small-town service. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturday, 10 to 1. You can also check out our inventory and shop online at murphsappliance.com. Or call us at 605-624-7491. That's Murph's Appliance, historic downtown Vermilion.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
And back for the third set as both teams are wrapping up their speech. Still a minute and a half left on the clock between sets. I don't think we'll go that full time. Raiders up 2-0, winning the first one 25-23 and the second one 25-19. More of kind of that dominant pace that we see from the Raiders all season. Still a tight-knitted race as the Eagles have not let the Raiders get too far ahead. Raiders have led by 6 multiple times throughout the first set, ended up bringing it back, tied at 19, even taking the lead, being the first team to 20. Raiders did come back and win, so I don't expect the Eagles to lose a step here in the third set as they look to steal a set from this Raiders team to not lose in straight sets. Leading the charge for the Raiders tonight has been number 1, Jolie Westrom. 8 kills on the night so far. She averages just over 2 kills per set as she doubles her average here in tonight's matchup. A big jump in performance for Jolie Westrom. Taylor Hoxing checks on as the libero. Eliza Westrom will take a seat. The usual 6 from the Raiders. Paisley Dimmer back to serve to lead us off here in the third. Aiken. Doug by Emily Oyen. Now blocked by Aiken. Her second block of the night will give the Raiders their first point here in the third set. Raiders are wearing pink jerseys on the right side of the screen as you view it. Aiken kill doesn't go. Now Jolie Westrom. Bella Healy gets one down through the block. We're tied at ones. Ava George checks out for, I believe that was number 3, Riley Nielsen. Now in the front row. Reagan Rudd will be back to serve. Aiken, another chance, gets down. Little funky bounce. Stop the ball dead in its tracks. Taylor Hoxing is replaced by Eliza Westrom. Now Caden Bai will serve. Aiken from the middle. Won't go. We're tied at 2. Bai now takes a seat. Hoxing back in the game. Back serve to the middle. Eliza Westrom picks up a kill from the middle. Jolie Westrom back to serve for the Raiders. They look to keep this lead. That ball might have went out if Oyen didn't save it. Regardless, keeps the Eagles alive. Almost a miscommunication. Big save from Aiken, and through the blocks is Marin Lingstad. And the Eagles pick up the point. Looked like Beck thought someone was behind her. Tried to back set it. Good thing Aiken was within range. Eliza Westrom from the weak side spot picks up another kill, her second here in the third set. Raiders with the 1-point lead. Maya Aiken back to serve. She has one ace in tonight's match with a pair of blocks. Bad bounce off the net from Paige O'Daniel. I believe that one would have got down for a point if it cleared the net. So Aiken once more will pick up her second ace. Eagles can't dig that one out. And now a violation on the Eagles. Paige O'Daniel is the one called. 4-point lead for the Raiders. Raiders at 1 point were ranked 5th in Class B. Have now fallen to just receiving votes as Tanya Rudd of the Irene-Wakonda Eagles takes the timeout. I think we'll just keep it here as both teams look to talk things over and the Eagles look to regroup. As I was saying, the Raiders have fallen to receiving votes from the 5th place spot, but a win over Burke should help their case to getting back into the rankings. Burke has and I believe still is ranked in Class B. They were 3 at 1 point, have now fallen to 5. Burke and Gayville-Volin will play again later in the year. That matchup is set for the 21st. An end of the season game for both teams, as that game will prove big for PowerPoint seeding. back into the action. Raiders get a nice little point. Liza Westrom with the last touch from the Raiders. Put her team up 6. That serve in the net from Aiken. Now substitution as Riley Nielsen checks out. Ava George back in to serve. Paisley Dimmer hard hit ball. Gets Ava George to fall back a little. George does manage a dig. Now Liza Westrom from the middle. Won't go, and missed time from Jolie Westrom as O'Daniel picks up another kill. That puts her at 6 in the match. Liza Westrom will get one down, her 4th kill, I believe. Raiders are now at double digits. Caden by into the game for Eliza Westrom. And an ace from Taylor Hoxing. Five aces for the Raiders. 11-5 is the score. Raiders up by 6. Demmer, a light touch across the net. Will get down. Maren Langstad can't get that one over the net. 13-5 is now the score. Light touch from Langstad won't go as Dimmer's there to back it up. This time too far and out the back. Another point for the Raiders. Taylor Hoxing will continue to serve as the Raiders are on a roll. Daniel from the middle. Big dig from Jolie Westrom. Raiders can't get anything to set up. And Kendra Beck will get that one down. Kind of a little unconventional. Timeout is called from Tanya Rudd once again. We'll call a timeout as well. And back from the break, the Raiders lead 14-5. Excuse me, it's 15-5. 10-point lead for the Raiders as they look to close this match out in straight sets. It hasn't been all dominant performance from the Raiders as the Eagles push them to the edge in the first set, and now an ace from Taylor Hoxing. Her 2nd of the night. As this match has gone on, the Raiders only take a step farther in terms of dominance. Served across court to Paisley Dimmer as that one gets down. Dimmer over 5 kills in tonight's match. Big scramble from the Raiders. Hit hard from the middle as O'Daniel will go into the net, so a violation on the Eagles will keep this hot streak from the Raiders alive. 18-5 is the score. Raiders up big. Hoxing still serving. Now O'Daniel mistimed her jump. So that one won't go. Set was a little closer to the net than she thought. Lingstad from the middle, bounced off the net, and another violation. The judge held up 4, but there's no 4 on the court. Raiders now at 20. They need 5 to win this one in straight sets. Hoxing blocked the net, gets a second hit over. Eagles get a chance to set something up. Hard hit ball by McDaniel. Picks up the kill. Her 7th kill of the night. To the block from Lingstad. Raiders get a chance. Too much from By. They're calling for a tip. Looks like they won't get it. Back-to-back points for the Eagles. As Lingstad puts that one into the net, the Raiders now only need 4. Miley Hansen will check into the game for Kendra Beck. Hansen will also serve. Eagles can't complete the scramble, so the Raiders pick up another point. Hansen will continue to serve. They need 3. And another point for the Raiders. (23-7). Paige O'Daniel will get the kill. 23-8. Miley Hansen will check out. Kendra Beck back in. O'Daniel will serve. She's now at 7 kills on the night. A heads-up play from Beck to get around the block, and another point for the Raiders. They need 1. Paisley Dimmer will serve. Back serve to Jolie Westrom. It's worked all night. They can't get that one to down. Now Maya Aiken. Nice bounce off the net. That one gets down. And the Raiders claim this one in straight sets. 25-23, 25-19, and 25-8. We'll take a quick break, and I'll be back to wrap things up here on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient. Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
And back from the break, as the Raiders have improved to 16-4 on the year, Irene-Wakonda falls to 4-12. What a match as the Raiders win this one in straight sets, 3-0, to only improve an already dominant season for the Raiders. Looking ahead to next week, or not next week, but later this week, the Raiders will take on a 1-20 Menno Wolves in Menno on Thursday. After that is when the true tests for the Raiders begin, as they take on an undefeated Bridgewater Emory team the Thursday after that. Not next Thursday, but in a week and a half on the 16th. Right after that, they will take on Burke once again to start the close of this regular season. So two big tests coming up after a quick match with Menno on Thursday. Looking ahead for the Eagles, they take on a 13-11 Parker Marion team and then a 5-14 Alcester Hudson. The season isn't over for the Eagles. They just need to keep pushing to get an ideal seed in the regional tournament. The Raiders, on the other hand, are in the driver's seat for the regional tournament. They just need a closeout, a strong performance to get a good seeding for the SODAC 16. Well, the Raiders win it in straight sets, 25-23, 25-19, and 25-8. Join us once again on Thursday. As I mentioned, it is in Menno as the volleyball team takes on the Menno Wolves. Well, we'll see you then. Have a good rest of the evening and good night from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.